Sunset Rewind. Sunset Rewind, Fan Zone episode 10. Coach, why'd you choose that song for the opening?
I'm not a deadhead, but when you think about Marina football, they're just like the song says, they're just trucking right along.
Right.
1 wins, 2 wins, 3 wins,
Went to
4
8-0.
wins. Now they're at 8-0.
Speaking of Marina, we've got Troy Atkins and Shayden Sorochman
Very
in the
good.
studio today. You like that?
Yes, sir.
How you guys doing?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Good. How you guys holding up physically? You know, we're into week 8 now. How the body's feeling?
I mean, the bye week helped a lot. You know, you go to cryo, you do your thing. I mean, it's just a week-to-week thing.
Cryo, that's a new thing.
Yeah, Duke Caldwell, I interviewed him after the game, and he mentioned cryo. Is there a cryo bank by your guys' facility?
Cryo, not crypto.
Yes.
No,
Yeah,
that's
it's
money.
called CryoCare. It's like down off Beach Boulevard. Like, you know, I don't really know exactly where it is, but we go there. It's like $25 a session, I think. We bought like 20. I bought 20 at once, and I go. And I just stand in there for like 5 minutes, and they go at like negative 160, and it feels really good.
What does that feel like?
It's ridiculous. It's like you're sitting there, and then you're instantly just shivering, and it's just.
Remember that challenge where everybody's dumping
Oh,
ice
yeah,
on their
the
heads?
ice bucket
Did you ever
challenge,
do
yeah.
that?
I did that.
No.
Okay, how does it compare to like taking an ice bath?
Well, the ice bath, I feel like it's every little portion of your body all at once. You're like really cold, but with the cryo, it's like liquid nitrogen, and it just like hits you, and it just freezes your skin.
Is it the point where you need to jump out, or you just?
I mean, I can't wait to get out of that thing. I'm like, how long do I have left?
But it works.
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously, you keep doing it because
Yeah.
it works, right?
Yeah, you can
I
feel
wanna
the
get
blood
that place
moving.
after because I need that for my.
You should try it.
Okay.
Do you have to wear socks?
Yeah, definitely. Cause
Yeah, don't be an Antonio Brown.
Yeah, your feet could get hypothermia, I think.
Exactly.
Wow.
Or they could look extremely ugly. Do
So the
not
whole-
type in Antonio Brown feet.
So the whole team does that cryo thing?
Not everybody,
But just-
but I try to bring like some of my friends, you know, because I'm
Alright.
trying to help out. But.
Nice. All right, let's go.
Let's jump right into it. We go to the slideshow, please, Cole. So Sunset Rewind, Fan Zone 10. See what's going on this week. Sunset Rewind, where are they now? Mick, Jagger Blaukamp, Newport
my
Harbor
man.
High School Class of 2024. We saw him a couple weeks ago.
We did. We saw
Last week,
him.
yeah.
We saw Josiah. We saw Tanner Muir. That was
The
Battle of the Bay.
Battle of the Bay.
That was fun seeing all those guys. It's one of the best parts about this job is not only getting to know you guys, but like after graduation,
Seeing
you know,
them
where
in
are they now,
college.
what you're up to. They looked good.
You know where he's at?
I think he's gray shirt at Saddleback, he said.
Good call. He's playing for our
Ooh, look at that guy.
old friend Kerry Crabb, head coach at Saddleback College. So there's Jagger. Put in a couple of years at Saddleback, then hopefully continue his career elsewhere, maybe, and maybe he just wants to go to college. But anyway, he is still playing in college, so congratulations.
Bring back the Saddleback
Jagger.
Gauchos.
I remember I used to have hair like that. These days are long gone.
Sunset Rewind scholarship offer. Beckham Hoffman from Los Al has an offer to play at Texas Tech, not Tustin High School, Texas Tech.
I'm sure Tustin would love to have him.
Yeah, they would. So congratulations, Beckham. I'm sure that's the first of many more offers you'll be getting.
Do you guys have any teammates who are like possibly getting scholarships or next level? that
I
you
mean,
know about?
Shane's definitely our most D1 caliber guy.
That
for
guy's a
sure.
dude.
Yeah, he's a dude. Yeah.
Now, do you guys want to play next level? Have you thought about that?
I mean, if it goes to that,
Are you familiar with the California Showcase?
Oh, yeah, we'll show you that.
We talk about it every episode.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give it another shout out. Long story short.
Do it.
It's at the Great Park. It's in February. They invite all the high school seniors. You run 40s, do bench press, play a little 7-on-7, do different agility drills, and you've got all these Division II, Division III, and AIA coaches who are looking to
Giving
give money
away
away.
money.
just waiting to give a scholarship out or what?
Yeah,
Okay,
because
yeah,
people,
yeah,
here's the
exactly.
biggest problem with the high school athletes, and I don't mean this in a bad way. They feel like, well, if I can't go to Georgia or Ohio State or Michigan, I'm not one of those guys. But there's so many other colleges.
A lot of rosters to fill. Yeah.
100%. And if you, I'm telling you, if you guys are starters on an 8-0 team. You can play next level if you
Yeah.
want to. Go down there, check it out, and you might walk away with a scholarship.
The best story ever, and I've told it a million times, but there was a kid who went to that showcase a couple years ago, and he's leaving, he's all stoked, he's got this paper, and he's like, I'm going to play football in college. And somebody goes, where are you going? He goes, I don't know, but I'm playing football in college. Like,
He didn't know where the
even
school was, but
is.
good
It
enough.
was like in Iowa or something,
Good
but he
enough.
was stoked, yeah.
So
All right.
consider that.
I think college ball would be pretty interesting. Yeah.
But do you guys play any other sports?
We used to play baseball, but we both quit like a year or two ago.
Focus
Just
on
focus on
football.
Yeah, yeah. It's paid off now. So
Yeah,
Check out the
absolutely.
California Showcase. You won't be disappointed.
Yes. Sunset Rewind, separated at birth, Zach Giuliano of Corona Del Mar and Jason Segel, the actor.
Isn't it pronounced Siegel?
Siegel, thank you, Teran.
What's he been in? He looks familiar.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Never saw it.
Never saw it.
He's in
That's a dull movie.
Anyway, I thought they
Did
kinda
you guys
looked
ever
alike.
see that movie?
Wait, dull as in Kevin Dull or dull as in boring movie?
Oh,
Both.
oh, play on words there, Teran. You picked that up.
Throwing shots out already, man.
There you go.
It's getting personal. We haven't even gotten to the SUCLA situation.
Oh boy.
Hey, and San Diego
Surely.
State didn't lose this week either.
Yeah, because they didn't play.
But they
Well,
didn't win.
lose, you know. All right. Sunset Rewind. What am I looking at? Are you gentlemen familiar with this segment of the show?
I am. I'm prepared
You
for
are,
this,
you're prepared.
yes.
Attaboy.
I heard
So
about
Troy,
this.
Now, we've got a mom who's a photographer.
Troy, your
so
mom
this-
takes a lot of pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk with her often on the sidelines at your game. She's always taking pictures. So,
I had a lot
We
of
had a lot to
material to
choose
choose
from, yeah.
from. So let's just go through this.
so what am I looking at?
Oh boy.
What is this?
Start
Is
talking,
that?
gentlemen.
Aren't you in that?
That's
Is that
a
you?
baseball tournament.
Oh geez.
Yeah, CBA baseball, all right?
Oh, that's
DC
that's brutal.
Steakhouse. Where was that at?
We're at a Trump rally there.
Whoa.
Oh, I remember
Yeah.
that.
Well, how
Outside
long
of
ago
a
was that?
hotel.
Okay.
I
Long time.
couldn't even tell you where that was, but
So were you there for the rally or the baseball tournament?
Baseball tournament. It was right outside our hotel.
Oh, okay.
So is
gotcha.
that literally in Washington, D.C.?
It's in
Virginia?
Gilbert, Arizona.
Oh, Arizona. Okay.
Now, are those other Marina football players with you, or are those just baseball?
Yeah, we got Garrett and then Nico
Honeycutt's
Lopez
in
who
there?
plays.
yeah,
for,
Honeycutt's the one next to
Huntington.
me. Yeah, we used
Which
to
one are
play.
you?
Oh,
I
I can see. Yeah,
can't-
Garrett's,
So I'm the
Garrett's
one.
right here.
I'm the one in the white, and
That's
then
Garrett.
one
Look
to
at
the
his
right.
smile.
is
That's Garrett right
Oh,
there.
yeah, you can tell. All right. Very
And
cool.
Nico Lopez, you said?
Yeah,
Yes.
from Huntington.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Oh, wow, yeah. Okay, yeah.
All
Very
right.
cool. All right.
What am I looking at? Hey, look at that.
Hey,
Is that
They
a
clean up pretty nice.
is that a Pantera or
Yeah, forget
car?
the picture. Whose
Is it
car is that?
oh, it's one of my friend's grandparents' car. Yeah, I clean their house. Actually, they pay me. It's pretty fun.
Lamborghini
Yeah.
or
Do you clean their
something.
car?
Nice.
Yeah. No, not the car, but I clean their house.
All right, very nice.
Now, yeah. Dude, look at that car. Where are you guys going here?
I think this is freshman homecoming.
Freshman
maybe
homecoming.
sophomore.
Is that Garrett in the middle?
It is.
Look at that
feel like
hair.
I've seen this
Jake
picture
Russell
before.
next to him.
Wow.
Yeah, Jake Russell's in there too.
So these are all the football guys.
Oh, I can see Jake. Yeah, Jake's the tallest one.
Yeah.
How close is your team in terms of like? I feel like you guys have been together a long
Yeah.
time. Like you guys
Yeah,
go
yeah.
way back.
I mean,
who's some of
I
the guys-
consider most of my best friends are on the team. Yeah.
And is it pretty senior heavy this year?
Not
Our
our
line's
not our
all
line.
juniors.
We got a lot of young guys on our line.
Okay.
But they're stepping up. Especially we got a sophomore at right tackle, but he's dropping me at practice too. So the kid can hit.
Is
so
it the
he's
Bean
like-
kid?
Nah,
his
that's,
name is Lucas.
Okay,
and
I
Grant.
I was at your game and there's about 8 parents with Bean jerseys on. I'm like, who's this Bean guy? I got to interview him. So anyway.
Oh,
That's,
Emmett.
Shayden.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Emmett.
Emmett.
Oh, Emmett's tough. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. What am I looking at? Hey.
nice.
Oh hell yeah.
Is that
Who's that?
That's me. That's good. That's the desert right
is
there.
that
That's some good
Dumont or
times.
Ocotillo Wells or where?
That's Ocotillo. That's my old bike.
Nice.
How'd you know that?
Dirt biking, man. Come on.
Not a motorcycle rider.
I have my
knows.
sources.
All right.
What kind of bike you riding there?
That's a YZ125, but
Okay,
now
I was going to say, were you 250 or you?
yeah,
probably stepped
now
up,
I
right?
have a 250. It's a
Yeah.
little bit nicer than that one, but that was my first bike.
Is your coach cool with you riding, or is that kind of a off-season thing?
Well, he definitely would. You know how Coach T is. He'd probably find some little funny
So do you know what
smart
brand of YZ
thing to say
is?
about it, but
Mo?
What?
Do you know what a YZ is? That's a Yamaha,
I didn't know
right?
that.
Yeah.
I'm a indoor guy.
yeah,
Yes.
I haven't been riding this season. I've just been waiting.
Look at all the-
Just let the season
Yeah.
finish
Yeah.
before you start playing with your motorcycles.
And you're doing some serious riding there. Look at all the toy haulers behind there.
Yeah, yeah, we got a fun little group. It's a good time.
That's awesome.
Any teammates that do that with you?
No, but I've tried. Oh, I've gotten Jake out there one time, but
Yeah.
he's not a big rider.
Not feeling it? All right.
Yeah.
What am I looking at? This one is definitely going to take some explaining.
Whoa! Is that a metal shop?
Welding
Yes, sir.
something.
That's my career option right there.
All right. Where are you at there?
That's my dad's
Oh,
shop.
that's your dad's shop. Nice.
Yeah,
Where's
just-
that located?
Santa Fe Springs. Yeah. Santa
Okay,
Fe
that's here in the
Springs,
background, by the way.
Give your dad's shop a shout out if you need some fabrication done.
Oh, RF McDonald. Yeah, it's a boiler company. They fix boilers and do a bunch of stuff like that.
Nice. There you go.
Blowtorch, very cool. All right, what do we got?
Is that arc welding there?
Yes, that's stick welding.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
What am I looking at? Nobody likes championship rings more than Mo. So
Hey,
Mo,
man,
Mo loves
it's
this
a
photo.
repeat. It's a repeat year.
But
for
look
the-
at that
for the
ring, coach. Look at that.
I mean, that's bigger than most Super Bowl rings, and that's from like what, a little league.
You played in
tournament?
a
Yeah, that's a pony baseball all star tournament.
West Garden Grove.
Yep.
Do you still have the ring?
Yep.
Do you ever wear it to school?
No.
Get a CIF ring this year, guys, and then you can wear that all
Oh,
year
I would
long.
love to.
All right,
I would
all
love
right.
to.
What am I looking at? do you got there? A lobster?
Oh my gosh, I've never seen this photo. What?
Is that a rock lobster?
Oh, Teran went B-52s. Yeah, that's a lot. Where is that at? Is that like Laguna or?
Dude, I couldn't even tell you. Like, I really have no idea. Some beach I probably used to go with my mom. Probably
You gotta
found that
watch
thing on the ground somewhere.
All right.
What am I looking at? Hey,
Cool shot.
Marina baseball.
Oh, this photo is legendary. Oh my god.
Is there a backstory to it, or?
Oh yeah, just I don't want to call him out, but the guy on the right, just that's.
Well, that was my next question, actually. Who's that dude on the right?
Yeah,
Is that-
dude. Yeah, that picture made us crack up pretty good. It's
Is that why you guys are laughing right now?
yes.
He looks like Eli Manning in that one pic.
Shayden's got that look on his face like, what's going on?
So you guys played baseball too, right? At some point, but you're not playing anymore. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Is it just football only?
Yeah.
But at the end of the season, would you consider other sports because football's done, or are you pretty much just?
Maybe, but personally, my shoulder's a little still messed up, so I don't know if I'm gonna try it.
What
but I
position?
might.
How about you? Would you do anything?
I
might
pitch.
do
You're a pitcher.
Yeah.
What was your best pitch?
I only threw 2 pitches. That's why I was like, I had a good year,
Let me
but
guess, fastball and curveball.
yeah.
Right.
I thought for sure he was a knuckler.
This guy can.
I
throw
thought
a
he
Is
would
that
fucking
the dude on
basketball.
the? Is the dude on the right? Does he still play?
I think he
graduated.
graduated.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, was that varsity?
That's our JV.
No,
Okay.
JV. Yeah, that was sophomore year.
All right. Very cool.
All right, most players of the week. Had to make 2 slides.
Look, if you break a school record,
Yeah.
you're becoming player of the week, and between Edmonds and
Look at that.
Foster.
That's like a season resume for some people. Look, that's one game.
Good for him, dude. Jesus.
He's the real deal. 5 touchdowns. He had another rushing touchdown. 414 yards, broke a record. I mean, how do you not pick him?
Well,
So Brady Edmonds,
you had to add another one because for the same reasons, basically.
Troy Foster, who you saw walking in Rossmore a week
Yep.
or 2 ago with his dog. What kind of dog did he have?
Oh, I can't recall. It was a decent sized dog.
Anyway, 214 receiving yards, school record, 4 touchdowns. Do you guys know any players from other leagues or other teams that we cover?
Huntington a little bit.
You know a couple of the Huntington guys?
Mike Ariola. Like,
Oh,
Oh yeah, the run. Yeah, he's good.
I played baseball with him, and then like Nico Lopez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So my player of the week had to go with the Sultan,
From Seattle.
Julius Gillick. Look at that. 224 carries for 214 rushing yards. They beat
The
Los
guy-
Alamitos. They beat the Griffins.
You know, the funny thing about that was I felt Los actually did a good job containing him.
Yeah.
He had that 80-yard run early on, and then when the game was kind of over late, they went to Wildcat and he broke another 80-yarder.
that was the thing. He's playing quarterback, the Wildcat formation.
You take those 2 plays away, he only had about a 50, and that's not knocking Julius. He had 219.
No, he had a very methodical game.
Right.
He just
But
kind of chipped
he
away.
had to work from the first to the fourth. But anyway, 214. That's a heck of a performance against a good Los Al defense.
All right, Sunset Rewind, good vibe of the week. This might be familiar to you guys. Homecoming King.
Who are we
William
looking at?
Kirkland.
That's our boy right there.
Yeah, number 4 for the Marina Vikings.
So is Coach cool with him at halftime going out there to do that? Because usually you guys are like making adjustments, and football's the number 1 priority.
Yeah,
How
I
did that go down?
definitely. I
I was
mean,
about that.
What's that?
Surprised you even let him out.
Right.
I mean, it's homecoming. You got to do what you got to do.
Right.
So whatever, but
And you got the 5 extra minutes.
yeah.
I'm sure
and we were winning. So
And I'm
it's
sure
like-
William got all the information he
Well, it's
needed.
14 nothing,
Coach team.
but you guys were in control.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I'll give respect to them. They didn't play like an 0-7 team. I feel like obviously, like we were. a better
Agreed.
team,
That was
but-
their bowl game because they had nothing
Yeah.
to lose.
Well,
exactly.
They were playing with house money.
Well, how
Yep.
about this? You're up 14-0 at halftime, and then a certain player comes out
What
and just runs
happened?
back a touchdown.
90
Yeah,
yards,
it was like-
untouched.
That was
kickoff
awesome
return.
because it just completely
Dude,
killed any
it
momentum
did.
that you could possibly have. Like
Shayden just
off
comes
the-
out and says, "All right, I'll just take
all
care of
those
this."
locker room speeches they did, and then
great.
it was just gone. Like,
So-
I'm just watching. I'm like, dude, he's running the kickoff back. All right, there goes any Fullerton momentum right
yeah,
there.
seriously.
So lots of times people ask me like, how do you choose? Here again, I'm on the show. So at the start of the year, we kind of know who the returning studs are from the previous year. But as the season goes on, we're like breaking down film and figuring out, oh, these guys are good. Every time I break down your films, you guys are always like on my show just because you're making big plays.
Yep.
Talk a little bit about your defense. I mean, I don't even know if you know this. The starters had 4 shutouts. I know you pulled guys.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
scored.
yeah.
That doesn't count. You're averaging
I agree with that.
3.5 yards per game. Let me say that again. 3.5 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a Whitey thing? Is that your scheme? Is it the players? Just talk about your defense and just how dominant they've been.
I'd say just the way Coach Johnson and all of our coaches really give us a chance to be 8 and like the way we play. I mean, I definitely want to give credit to our coaches because if it wasn't for them, like giving all this effort, like even though we do have a lot of talent, we wouldn't be able to be 8-0 if it wasn't for Coach T and all these guys like sacrificing their life.
They
for
put you in a position
Marina
to be
football.
successful.
Exactly,
Right.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, you
And
got
talk a
great
little
coaching
about
staff.
Coach Whitey. Dole glazes over him all the time.
He's,
Now, he's
Are
legit.
we allowed to say that word?
Is that a bad word? Glaze?
Eric Johnson.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead. Talk about it.
Eric, I mean, in my opinion, you have the premier defensive coordinator in Orange County. You know he came from Mater Dei, obviously. Guy played at Washington State, played in the NFL himself. So when you got a gentleman like that with that vast array of knowledge of defense, what kind of difference does that make when he's game planning? He goes, all right, guys, here's what we're doing this week.
Yeah, I mean, he's got most credit out of anybody. So, I mean, everybody's listening to him. Everybody's staying quiet, like making sure we can hear him. He's really got a lot of respect.
How much do you guys change your scheme week to week, or is it more like, hey, this is who we are, this is what we do, they got to figure out our thing, or do you make a lot of adjustments based on your opponent?
I mean, we got our game plan, definitely.
Right.
Like, during halftime, we're making adjustments and stuff.
Okay, so there is a lot of in-game adjustment as opposed to just, okay.
Well, you see 27 flying around like a madman the whole game. I mean, dude, Troy, the other night it looked like there was like 3 or 4 of you on the field. Like,
Yeah.
Just like, there's 27, there's 27. Oh, there he is.
I want to
again.
give credit to Gunnar Mickelson too because I mean,
Gunner's a dude, yeah.
He had that.
I mean, one of my best friends, Angel, got hurt and he stepped up. The kid played receiver and now he's like going out there kicking butt at
Yeah.
defensive end. Like it's great.
Gunner's
I'm
a
glad you
dude.
brought
yeah.
that out. Who are some guys that maybe aren't getting recognition that you think are next level players that should be getting a little love?
Well, definitely Duke. I mean, the kid puts his life on the line for the game. I mean,
Duke
he's
Caldwell.
like he's barely standing up and he's still out there flying around diving for tackles. So
He's a
definitely
cryo
Duke.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emmett Bean, too. He's playing both ways. He plays some
The
drills
lineman?
for us. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Emmett Bean.
Emmett.
All right. So the good vibes continue with, Mo alluded to this earlier. There you go. Brady Edmonds again.
JP West Media, breaking the story.
So most
Yeah, he's-
touchdowns in Huntington Beach High School history. Oh, yeah, he's only a sophomore.
He's going to be announcing soon where he's going to college, so looking forward to figuring
So if he has 48 now and he still has 2 regular season games left and potentially playoffs, I mean, but by the time he graduates, he's going to put that record. It's going to be like so far out of reach.
I don't want to
I
jinx
mean-
this guy, but he's going to like start setting county records because when you're
yeah.
a 4-year starter, and now people throw more than ever. You know, back in the day it was ground and pound, but he might forget the Huntington record book. That one's destroyed. He's
Yeah.
he's doing like Marinovich and,
Yeah.
and all those. It was
Just next level.
He's definitely not at Huntington to hand the ball off. That's for sure. So
no, it's a nice problem to have.
Speaking of which,
yeah.
we've talked about Huntington. What would you guys, I mean, you're graduating, so obviously it's not going to happen, but I heard some rumbling on the sideline that, you know, if the playoffs were to happen and you guys making Huntington happens in your same division, what would that mean? The oil and water rivalry
man.
coming back in the
That
playoffs.
would be a game to remember for our life for sure.
Oh,
your
That would be-
defense would be
That
tested.
game-
It'd be a
right?
good game.
It would be a
year.
movie.
It would.
Oh, the way both your schools are playing this year, that would be. I don't know who would win that game.
Can you imagine
but
that was the
I'd want to be
finals?
there. Oh God.
I think if our defense could have some like really big turnovers, then we could probably come through. But
If you guys are playing Huntington in the finals,
Oh.
I will call in sick that day. We
Oh.
will set up the tent
Yeah.
again. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
going to be. We're
gosh.
going all in on that game if
Yeah.
it happens.
It's
Hey,
going to be a college game day high school
It,
edition.
it would.
Just
It would
take
be.
care of Kennedy first. We'll worry about
Yeah.
that when we get.
I think we'd be able to surprise them a little bit.
All right. Well, let's wait and see.
All right, Sunset Rewind on the radar players. There's some gentlemen that are making contributions to their team that you may or may not already know about, but we wanted to give them some hype here this week. Cameron Farr, number 25, junior outside linebacker and running back of Fountain Valley. So Cameron making some great contributions to the Barons' effort this year. And also, John Pena from Newport Harbor, number 23, senior middle linebacker and tight end. Guy is definitely making key contributions that are helping the Sailors be successful. So we wanted to recognize these gentlemen and congratulate them. And if you're going to their games, make
Keep
sure
improving.
you're
Keep getting better.
watching these guys play. They're both great football players. Sunset Rewind trivia question. I don't need to answer last week's because Teran already got it. It was 2005 Fountain Valley Band and Drumline appeared in the Hollaback Girl.
Hollaback Girl.
For Gwen Stefani. So this year, kind of an easy one. I know Uncle Richie's going to get this, and he's probably already typed in what it is.
They can just Google it.
Yeah, what year was Huntington Beach High School founded? So
Hey, did we bring this up last week that the Uncle Richie had mentioned on X that the guy who designed the UCLA campus?
we talked about it a couple weeks ago. Yeah,
Okay,
the
was
Santa
same guy
Ana
who did the Huntington
architecture
Beach
firm.
one?
Yeah,
I'm going to guess 1938. I have no idea.
we'll see next week.
Tune in next week. You guys want to take a shot at this?
1956.
Okay.
I'll go 50.
I'll go with 1924.
Okay.
Damn.
Yes,
I'm probably going to be the closest.
possibly.
Speaking of Teran, it's time for Teran's takes. What do you got for us this week?
All right, quite a bit actually.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
So
guys,
strap
get
in,
comfortable.
get yourself a drink, get your popcorn ready. All right, so obviously going to the Corona Del Mar game. Look, I know people are entitled to their opinions, but I was waiting in the snack bar. I saw Tom Telesco. Always great seeing him. But then afterward,
Go Raiders.
yes. But afterward, I saw this guy, and I'm not gonna like try to call him out. I'm not calling him out, but he was asking me, "Hey, glad you're covering our game." He's like, "Are you gonna report on this?" And like, I mean, I'm here, so. Well,
Probably.
What's the problem? Go ahead.
so he basically asked me, "Do you know who's starting at quarterback?" And I'm like,
Oh.
and I'm asking, and I don't know actually. I said probably Brady Annette, and I'm not gonna say this too personally, but dude was not happy, and I think I saw his comments on Instagram. Just
Not happy because you answered his question honestly?
No, not happy that Annette was starting.
Well, that's not your
Okay, Terran,
your
can I jump
problem.
in when you're
Yeah.
done? Because I want to address this.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that.
Yeah. So dude obviously I'm sure he had some of the comments on Instagram. And this isn't calling him out, but look, Brady Annette is a fantastic quarterback. Last week, his first start was against Newport Harbor in the Battle of the Bay, where he had, 10,000 plus eyes in person and online watching him. And it was the biggest game of the season, and it was a league game. So you can't fault him for that performance. And it wasn't all his fault. Like, Brady Annette was the only reason why Corona Del Mar scored points. I mean, other than the big splash plays. But without Brady Annette, Corona Del Mar doesn't even have points, and they're probably shut out at the very least. So give him some credit. And it also doesn't help that he doesn't have Dorset Stecker, his top wide receiver.
Or Giuliano.
Yeah, I was going to get into that. Against Villa Park, he didn't have Zach Giuliano. Emory Davis goes down with a lower leg injury after he makes an amazing catch. So, look, I know people want to see wins and whatnot, but you also have to remember that Brady Annette has to have his receivers. He's not going to throw the ball to Casper the Ghost. It just does not work that way. So
Yeah.
let's all slow our roll here when it comes to who should start at quarterback and whatnot. Let the coaches coach, let the players play, let the fans just be the best fans they can be without being bitter.
Very well stated, Terran. Let me just kind of piggyback on that. No coach gets into coaching because they want to, shortchange a player. The coach's job is to get who he feels are the best players on the field. It's
Put 'em in
never.
the right
If I have an issue as a coach with a player, I would address that issue. You're late to practice, you're missing practice, you're a dunce in the classroom. I will handle it that way, but I'm not going to just pull a kid because I don't like them or I'm trying to, for lack of a better term, screw them over. These coaches are evaluating practice. They're evaluating 7-on-7. They're evaluating the games. They're conferring with their other assistants. They're putting who they feel is the best player that gives them the best chance. Now, the quarterback position is tough because it's subjective. If you, Dull, and Cole wanted to be on my relay team and there was only one slot left, I'd have all three of you go race each other. You would win, obviously. But I could determine my fastest guy by timing you and watching. When I was a tennis coach, here we go. I was in the middle of a good rant and you just
Great job,
when my players wanted to be the number one guy, I'd say, good, go play the number one guy. Okay, you just lost. Go sit down. With quarterback, it's all about opinion and judgment, and these coaches want to win. They're not trying to, shortchange a kid, and there's no right or wrong answer. You go with your gut, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But
So I've often said this about coaching. The smart guys coach the sports where it's like head-to-head, like track, cross-country, tennis.
it's definitive, and
Right. You can't golf.
Well,
you
you
can't
dealt
argue.
with this as softball coach. How many pitching?
Anytime you have a sport with stats, there's always the game within the game. Like for softball or baseball, you guys know this.
It's subjective.
You could have a guy go 0 for 2 with 2 walks, but the 2 times he made it out, he moved a runner over because he hit the ball to second base. That doesn't show up in the stat books. So stuff like that. Tennis, head-to-head, better player wins. Golf, hey, that guy shot a lower score than that guy. Easy. Swimming, faster time. Running, faster time. But when you get into sports with a lot of stats like football, baseball, basketball, even soccer, volleyball, it's tough. to analyze because people want to get lost in those stats. Well, that guy scored more than that guy, but it's
You
not
can
always the
manipulate
case.
stats any
Yeah.
way to make your argument more valid. You know,
Correct.
Harbor's kind of going through this too with Stefano and Mir. You got, I mean, Edison to a much lower level with Save and
Right. And
Thompson. I
Thompson.
mean, it's very rare when you get someone like Edmonds at Huntington Beach
Right,
where
where it's just
you know
not
it's so
dominant.
clear there's no backup quarterback who's upset.
Or Esparza.
Exactly. So,
But to your point, Teran, you know, that's going to happen. So,
right,
you
good
know,
take,
everybody's
Teran.
got an opinion.
Yeah. So let's all slow our roll here and let's just let the coaches do their thing, let the players play, and let's just try to basically let these kids do their thing. Let's not try to make it like the NFL or college football or anything like that. As you could be a fan, but not a true fanatic.
All right.
Or anything overboard. So I guess while we're on the topic of Corona Del Mar's game against Villa Park, well, seeing as I'm kind of a PA guy, look, I was on my way up to the press box, and the PA guy was doing his little announcement thing, and I guess he said something that kind of rubbed some of the parents or fans the wrong way, not in a bad way. And I'm not going to try to name.
what did he
names.
say?
Well, he said Villa Park is coming in off of a loss, while Corona Del Mar is also coming in off of some setbacks too. And it's like, and then the parents were like, off of some setbacks. It's like, that's our team that he's talking about. It's like, he's kind of being real here. I didn't say anything, but I did ask whatever happened to the other guy, because I don't know what happened.
Here's the thing, Teran. We're splitting hairs. It's fine.
Yeah.
That guy was doing his job. They both
Yeah.
came off setbacks. It is what it is. By the way, real quick, Teran.
It's not
I don't mean to cut you
personal.
off.
It's just football.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you guys have a
Right,
a
right,
rival
yeah.
game that like
Fountain Valley.
I think
Fountain Valley's your
Fountain
rival
Valley
game?
was definitely it. We have a lot of
Smart.
coaches who used to coach there. Like Coach G used to be.
Well, that's how.
Oh, he was a
might
Fountain
be.
Valley guy?
Yeah.
I knew he was at Santa Ana.
Eric Johnson
Eric
used to be the
Johnson was
head coach.
there,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's right. Way back in the day. That's
Back
when
in the day, yeah.
Grudegood, the SC linebacker, Teran. All right, let's move on.
Oh, wait, I'm just not done. So,
Yeah.
you know, the PA announcer, he's probably in his first year, and maybe he hasn't done PA announcing a whole lot. So, I mean, he's doing the best he can. I will say no one really does say three-point conversion. They say field goal. So,
Wow.
that's the
Oh,
only...
wow.
Three-point conversion.
You went there?
Wow.
Yeah, so if there's my only knock to him, it's...
Well, Teran, who's the dude from CDM who's got that slick jacket on?
That was the other PA
the
Oh,
announcer.
he's no longer there?
Yeah.
Oh, I liked that guy.
Yeah,
He
he had
looked
that
like-
big ring.
Yeah, so let's all give him a break. As a PA announcer myself, not everyone can be perfect, but what I do hope
Not
is...
everybody can be Teran.
Well, what I do hope is that I hope he gets feedback and some like,
I think you just gave him some.
yeah, like I'm doing now. Like whenever I mess up at something, someone says, "Can I make a suggestion to you?" Or I have something that I need to tell you, or I have a request. So, and then if they say I need to switch things up, then I'll switch things up. So my hope is for the Corona Del Mar PA announcer, he'll get better as time goes on, and hopefully he'll
Teran,
be.
I love you. We get the point.
Yes.
And I'm not cutting you off. I just...
Yeah.
These kids are starting to get stiff. I can see them.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
So
but
that's okay. And you made a
but-
good point. We appreciate it.
Well stated, Teran. Thank
yeah.
you.
So I hope he does get better, and hopefully he gets more feedback. Obviously, not just from me, but from everyone else, and hopefully it's not like too much constructive criticism.
Teran.
So,
Okay.
all right, that's
Teran,
it.
Thank you.
All right, Sleepy Mo.
Yes. Well, yeah, no kidding, right?
Yeah,
Sound
Sleepy
of
Mo. Sleepy
Sunset
Mo is now
Rewind.
Cranky Mo.
Yes.
Week number 9 games is where we
Oh,
try to
boy.
predict who's going to win this week.
Wait,
So
what about the
gentlemen-
news and whatnot? Was there any news?
Oh, yeah, we do have some news. Let's go to that. You're right, Teran. Thanks for reminding me.
Dole, you're not supposed to be the sleepy one. Sleepy Mo
Sleepy
is
Dole.
the Sleepy Mo is supposed to be the sleepy one.
All right. Tommy Tar, what great young men I see on the fan zone every week. Thanks, guys. Yeah, it seems like the guys we bring in from each high school, they're always well-spoken and great
They
guys.
crush it. I can't get
Another
over-
example this week. Yeah, so
So last week we had
Tommy's right.
Gavin Seguin.
Seguin, yes.
Seguin and
Giovanni Trong.
I can't get over the fact he had a 5.0 GPA. Do you guys have
know.
5.0s?
5.0.
Right, I didn't know that was possible.
That's ridiculous.
Right.
How do you even go about getting a 5.0 GPA?
AP
I guess you
classes.
got to go
Honors and
0
AP.
through 7, all AP,
Oh my
straight
God.
Like
A's.
5.0, I'm thinking like
Honors classes probably.
You could
5.0 's
double my GPA.
a
now.
Mustang GT, right? Like,
I suppose he'll be designing them
Yeah.
someday.
I'm more of a go to school, do what I got to do, and go home type of guy.
Same here.
C's
me
get
both.
degrees. Just
Yeah.
remember that. C's get degrees.
Rich Carrillo, great job, fellows. Giovanni and Gavin are simply class personified, thoughtful, articulate, and terrific student athletes. The beach is back, baby. That's what Uncle Richie says. So, yeah. And Aguilar. She is a big fan of your guys, but she's also questioning some of the rankings. She says, so Marina is 7-0, ranked 29.
8-0.
Now 8-0. And Beckman is 7-0, ranked 33. And she says, what the heck? So she's
That's a question for Dan Albano. We don't
arguing
do
that
the
you guys aren't
rankings.
getting the respect you deserve.
You know what? Take your ranking. Don't. Who cares?
Don't,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You know what's cool?
We don't need rankings to win games for us. So
There's a lot of guys ranked ahead of you who aren't going to be in the playoffs. In fact, the only way they're going to be
Right.
at CIF is if they buy tickets or watch on NFHS.
And I'm not getting ahead of myself or overlooking stuff, but I'm rooting for Beckman this week.
oh,
so
9-0
also give me
versus-
9-0,
Right.
9-0 for league
Yes.
championship.
Don't take Kennedy lightly.
Yes.
Oh, not
they
at
got
all.
Two
We are
quarterbacks
not.
are brothers. One of those guys lit me up in flag football when I was at the junior high. They're
We're not.
legit.
We're not
Okay.
taking them lightly at all. We're going to go in with a game plan, and if
Okay,
they
good.
don't come out hot, we're going to step on them.
I know that staff real well. You know, Nick Rothman's
Oh,
the
yeah.
key to their success. But anyway,
And Dan Urbanos, good stuff over there. Jaden Moneyman, did you hear about the St. John Bosco quarterback? How is that even allowed? You want to talk
Oh,
about that?
boy.
oh boy. So
Yeah.
This might be opening up a can of worms.
let's just. I'm just
do
gonna run
it.
this real quick.
Yeah.
The starting quarterback of the number 2 team in
We
the
don't know
nation
the whole story.
got hurt. The backup, a freshman, came in, did well, got a couple wins. And in the last game, they kind of split time. And I think this guy like either saw the writing on the wall, got spooked with a little competition, heaven forbid, and he dipped out and went to
Kahuku.
which is a 6-3 team in Hawaii. Which okay, fine, I guess. CIF has no jurisdiction over that. You can leave. But man, you're the starting quarterback on the number 2 team in the country, and you leave to go to a 6-3 team. I mean, Tom Brady once famously said, "I spent half my career trying to become a starter. I spent the other half trying to stay as a starter."
Right.
You can't. There are no sacred cows in football. You're always competing to be a starter or to keep that job.
There's always Wally
You
Pipp.
can't be afraid.
There's
Yeah.
always Lou Gehrig if you're Wally Pipp.
I mean, if he wants to leave his team, peace out, I guess.
So Isabel Applin said, if CDM runs a table, do you think they will get into the playoffs? I'm going to say yes.
I say yes, too.
Yes, but they got to run the table.
They gotta run the
That's a
table.
big if.
Oh, Jen Kurtz, is that Steele's mom?
Yes.
She somehow knew that the original music last week was by Ron Miller's.
We owe
AI
$100,
band.
by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Moai
That's
over-
I mean,
over that.
That
I
was
mean,
just-
I obviously can see her getting that correct just because her son plays on the team. So give her the $100, but if it were me, I'd probably put a little asterisk on it.
No,
but,
a deal's a deal. I made the deal, so I'll own that. Just like Dole owns the
Yeah,
tattoo
sure.
for
Yep.
Edison.
Pony
So,
up, boy.
The site is suno.com, suno.com. You could type in not only a genre of music, but a specific group, and they'll like make these AI songs that sound just like it. So
Wow.
if there's a band you guys really like and you want to hear more of them, you type that into that website, and it's pretty darn close.
That's
It's
pretty-
interesting. It's
AI's got some weird stuff. You can do that with.
Yeah, AI is starting to take over.
I've
and
got mixed
I'm
emotions
uneasy.
on it, but
Didn't we all see Terminator 2?
yeah, right. When AI starts blowing us
Yeah.
up, and I'll be worried.
I like it though because it's not a problem yet, and it's cool because we get to have.
It's getting there,
Use
though.
the advantages of it. Yeah.
Right.
So.
What's
Michael-
that site all the kids use at high school? The
ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
Siri, write me an essay on the
Well, yeah,
First
being
World
a-
War.
being
I've actually,
English
I've actually
teacher
never
comes
heard of that
from
ever in my life. I have no idea what that is.
Right. Yeah, Troy's never. Troy, who's your English teacher at Marina?
Actually, do you guys want to give a shout out to your favorite teacher real quick?
Oh, Mr. Arnold, all time.
Talk to me about him.
Oh, he's my history teacher, and I mean, the guy was just so entertaining. Like I was excited to actually go to his class every
And
day.
you've never chat GPT'd any of his papers?
Oh, of course not. No, no,
Make
no.
sure.
no.
How about you? Give me a shout out.
Mr. Miller.
Why Mr. Miller?
It's a pretty chill class. I mean,
What
is
he was
it?
Super involved. It was geology. a couple
Oh,
years ago.
geology.
Wow, they have that in high school?
Studying rocks, right?
Okay. Do you guys ever go on
Fossils
field
and
trips and dig up stuff? No. Not yet? All right, maybe next semester.
Mike Cobley chimed in. Eric Johnson is the man. I think these gentlemen would agree with that statement. But then he asked this question, Mo. What happened to Valencia? Lean times for the Tigers.
So back in the day, Valencia was the real deal. They used to.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Maruo was the coach. They
Mike
won like 3 or
Maruo,
4.
legend.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Maybe every moved and went to Yorba Linda or Esperanza.
I mean, that's how we were looking going into it. We were expecting a good fight, and it.
They were always
You guys
big and
stepped up.
physical program. I
They-
remember coaching against them many times.
They were really big. Yeah, I was a little bit surprised when I got there. I was like, these linemen are big, but
The best was that punt when the guy wasn't on the field and he came running 50 yards.
oh yeah, like 30 yards off sides. Yeah,
Just a little bit.
just a wee bit.
Yeah, right.
Got another fan here. Phil Z420 says, "Let's go, Marina." Cassidy, 2024.
Yep.
Oh, Kozai.
Oh no.
Oh, Mr. SC hater. You think I'm bad? Oh my
He
gosh.
just says, "How about them Trojans? Better luck next year."
and that was after
Hey
last
Kai,
week's-
how about the Michigan Wolverines?
Oh,
Did they lose yesterday?
yes.
Yeah, they lost to the Fighting
They
Illini.
lost. Yeah.
So Michigan, you're so tough
hey,
in the big house. You're not so tough outside the big house.
Oh, Teran
Kai.
just dunked on Kai. Good night now, Kai.
All right.
Well, the question was, is it time to fire Riley?
And I will say, absolutely not. Who are they going to hire as head coach? Sleepy Moe Pottios?
No, the guy from Indiana. I'll take the job. I'll get them a championship.
Hey, how
No
about
problem.
this? Navy, Army, and Indiana.
I mean, they
are
could
all
also get
defeated.
Bill Belichick.
Ooh.
You know, how many coaches are you going to fire? Let's go back.
I
You
know.
know, Helton they fired. Kiffin they fired. He's doing well. Sarkisian they fired. He's got like one of the top teams in the country. Like, at what point do you start blaming?
Used to.
What? Right. I know they
Just
lost
because
last night,
Texas lost one game, now they're not one of the best teams.
Those-
Oh,
Guys-
not Sarkeesian.
Oh, okay, I was going to say.
but all I'm saying is you
We're about
can't
to
keep
get a lot
firing
of
these
hate.
coaches after one or two. Okay, let's go back to the SC game last night real quick.
Yep.
If they kick that field goal at the end, the game's over.
Yes,
Right? You're
and-
going to blame that blocked field goal on Lincoln Riley? Like, you don't think they work on field goal protection? So now all of a sudden he's on the hot seat because they couldn't block on a.
Exactly.
It's
Here's
so dumb and overreactive.
Exactly. Here's the most interesting stat, and I'm not for Lincoln Riley getting fired. Clay Helton in his first 34 games at USC was 24-10. Lincoln Riley in his first 34 games at USC was 22-12.
Interesting.
But again,
stat.
are you going to blame these coaches?
Exactly.
The players play. I mean, you tell me, like.
That was just a fun statistical fact for
that,
y'all.
that was fun. That was a great.
By the way,
stat.
who are your guys' college team? Let's get this settled real quick.
I mean, I don't.
Better
really
not
follow-
say SC.
I don't really watch college
Me
too much.
neither.
I watch,
No.
What is wrong with you guys? Do you watch pro?
NFL
Yeah.
teams.
Okay,
Yeah,
who's
yeah.
your NFL team?
Seahawks.
Oh,
Seattle?
Seattle.
Any reason why?
Sea
My
chickens.
sister put me on it when I was real young, so
Okay.
I stuck with them.
Okay. How about you?
Lions for me.
Oh.
YDET.
When I was a kid, I just would play Madden with my dad, and I liked them.
Who would win?
Of course, me. Come
There you
on.
go. Did you have Barry Sanders? Was it one of those old?
I don't think it was like
That old?
That old, yeah, no.
Megatron.
That was like Nintendo and little pixels.
Calvin Johnson, Megatron. Yeah.
All right.
And I think
cool.
because Detroit, because you kind of say Troy when you say Detroit, so I was like,
Oh.
oh yeah.
Detroit.
Detroit.
Madden?
He didn't.
Oh.
He does now, but when he's kids.
Did you have to go easy on him?
Nah, he's lying. He's lying.
Okay. Well, we'll sell
now,
this.
now I can't compete with him. He smokes me.
All right.
That's
Well, Rich Carrillo had a comment about Newport Harbor.
Yes.
Harbor's quarterback Jake Muir is a stud. Since
Yes.
he took command of the tar vessel, the ship has been navigating the rough waters like never before. Great win
Well,
versus
you
CDM.
jinxed him until last week, but that was not on the quarterback. That was just a fit. Taryn,
He makes a great analogy here. Uncle Richie does. Jake's highlights today reminded me of the great Archie Manning during his days at Ole Miss. He's a dual threat quarterback. That's a great comparison, Uncle Richie.
I love it.
Yeah,
I will say this.
old school.
About I think of Mir and I think of Annette, and again, I'm not taking sides or making decisions. I'm not a coach in those programs. But the Bravo League is so physical and so tough. You almost have to have a quarterback who can run, because if you
Bingo.
just sit back in the pocket, unless you're Tom Brady, you're going to have to improvise. I mean, how many times have we seen that pocket collapse and those quarterbacks made plays with their feet? It's not just dropping back and making the read. I mean, it's tough in that league. So I get why the coaches see that and want to go in that direction. And again, I'm not saying who I prefer, what's right or wrong, but trust me, they sit down, they watch a lot of film, they evaluate, they confer with their assistants, and so these are informed decisions. They're not just saying, well, let's just go with this guy because why
Right.
not?
Yeah, and also you gotta give these players experience in terms of like actual games. I mean, it's one thing to get experience from 7-on-7, but it's another thing to get experience in actual games with pads.
And somebody's hitting you.
Exactly.
I'll say two things, turn to your point. 7-on-7 is not football.
oh god.
It's
Yes.
7-on-7.
Not even close.
And weightlifting is not football. I've seen guys in the weight room who could bench press 400 pounds, and they were slow and not good on the field. So just because you're a stud lifter or good at 7-on-7 does not necessarily carry over to padded football. You
I'd
guys
say,
know,
I'd
right?
say
Kevin
this
had
guy's a good
exciting-
example of the opposite of that. Like
And why is that?
obviously I'm not going to say he doesn't work hard, but this guy, I mean, he goes out there is like one of the best players on the field, most athletic, and he's not like a big lifter all the time.
He's
But
not a 4.240 guy.
not
He's
a-
not a 350 bencher.
Yeah, but he's going around getting picks and hitting people. So I mean,
100%.
Yeah, and Kevin Heddick said it best when it comes to 7-on-7 football. It's just passing league. It's not.
It's practice.
Yeah.
It's to get your routes down and practice. Get your routes down as a
talk about
receiver,
practice.
throwing the ball as a quarterback. All right, let's go to our Week 9 games now.
But first,
Oh, boy.
we got to get to the records.
God, Teran just
Okay,
won't let
yeah,
this
where-
go. Hurry
where
up,
we at,
Teran.
Teran?
We are way over.
I'm guessing my Edison win had to help me this week.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, boys. Week 8 is in the
Our
books.
Edison win.
see the records.
Week 8 is in the books. Here's how everyone did. We had Mo finishing with a 3-3 record. Kevin finishing with a 4-2 record.
Attaboy.
And I, Teran Rodriguez, had a 3-3 record.
Okay.
The overall records are as follows. Mo is 29-24. Kevin is 31-22. And I am 31-22.
Oh,
Turn out
and I
of
are
Teran. I'm
tied.
done. I'm going to have to think outside the box this week.
Yes, Sleepy Mo, we're about to send you to the minor leagues.
Well,
I don't gamble.
Guess what? We've got a bunch of games this week, so let's take a look. Start off with number 20, Huntington Beach, at number 13, Crean Lutheran. Both coming into League 2-1. This game's essentially for second place. Crean came off that heartbreaking loss last week. I'm going to say this is going to be a close game with some high scoring. I'm going to go Huntington Beach 35, Crean Lutheran 28.
Crean should have beat La Habra. They lost on a safety late in the game. We thought this would be the quote-unquote championship game.
Yeah.
If Huntington can beat, well, no, La Habra winning pretty much.
La Habra would have to fumble the
Yeah.
bag.
Yeah.
So Dan Albano has that top 150 in the preseason, and Crean had like 4 guys on that. That's a good team. They got a lot of transfers. It's a non-public school. I'm going to go with Huntington, but man, this is going to be a battle. I think this is the game we're going to. I'm not sure yet. We'll figure that out. But give me Huntington. Guys, do you have any thoughts on this one?
I mean, I don't really watch other schools too much, but Huntington's going to throw up some points for sure. They do
They'll
every
score.
week.
I agree.
You got any feedback on Crean Lutheran? Like what they looking like or what?
They got some dudes. I don't know a lot about them. I know that they're pretty well coached. They used to be in the league when I was coaching at Cypress. So I saw them many years ago when they weren't quite as established as they are now. They're a good football team.
Caden Jones, he's a sophomore quarterback. He's legit. He's one of those top 150 guys.
Yeah.
They got a lot of transfers. You're right. They're hard to gauge because, you're getting kids from all over the place. They had that kid who was
Okay.
ruled ineligible from Santa
Right.
Margarita.
And I don't know if eventually they may become a Trinity League school eventually.
They're
We'll have to
trending
wait
in
and
that
see.
direction.
Yeah. They've got a lot. They're really building something over
Who's
there.
like the most notable teams in the Trinity League? Isn't that like Serbi?
Modern day.
Modern day.
Oh, that's like
Everybody.
top.
Yeah,
Okay.
They're,
Yeah.
they're not there
Oh, I
yet,
didn't. Okay,
obviously.
that's like top. Okay.
Right.
All right, I'll say Huntington ends strong on their. Is this their last league game? Or like,
Second to
Yeah,
last.
one
Second to
more.
last.
Yeah,
Okay.
one more.
I'm gonna say they make it happen.
All right. Taryn?
Man, so both these teams have one thing in common. They lost to La Habra by 2 points.
Right.
So,
Almost in heartbreaking fashion too. At the very
Yeah,
end of the
pretty
game.
much.
Huntington by a field goal and
agonizing fashion
Crean by a
for that
safety.
matter.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? I'm going to take Huntington Beach.
Yeah,
I really
why
wanted to
not?
pick Crean Lutheran, but Huntington Beach has got their swagger back. They're just putting up points on the board. I don't think Crean Lutheran can keep up. Brady Edelman's masterclass incoming.
Well, and you only have so many of those dramatic victories in a season. And Crean's, La Habra had those too. So, both these teams suffered from that. So something's got to give. And I think you're right. Slight edge to Huntington, but Crean is a good football team.
Huntington
All right,
Beach
who's next?
also has their is pretty much in control of their destiny and finishing in the top 3. The league title is pretty much most likely out of the question, but as long as you finish in that top 3, you're guaranteed a spot in the playoffs. Did we get Shayden's pick for this one?
We did.
Okay.
Fountain Valley at number 31, Northwood. Northwood, who is ranked in Dan Albano's top 35. So Fountain Valley coming in at 1-7, 0-3 in league. Northwood 6-2, 1-2 in league. They are. I'm going to say for Northwood, this is probably a must-win game if they want to get in the playoffs. Good overall record, but 1-2 in league. That being said, I'm going to go with the Barons in the upset. I'm going to say Barons win 21-17.
Taryn?
Let's be realistic. Fountain Valley had a great first half against Dana Hills, but you have to play 2 halves. And Northwood is pretty much coming in with hopes of finishing in the top in the top 3 just because that loss to Orange really hurt them. And they do have a win over Elise Nagel. They barely lost to Laguna Beach, which was 7-6. Fountain Valley, I hate to do this to you, but give me Northwood.
All right.
Guys, any thoughts?
Got to go with Northwood here. I mean, Fountain Valley didn't really have much to show when we played them, so.
Okay.
I agree. We can throw shots at him because we won, but yeah, I'm definitely taking Northwood.
Yeah, it's hard to break this one down because I just don't know that much about Northwood, but they're a ranked team. They're 6-2. I love Fountain Valley. I keep picking them, but just until they start winning games, I'm going to go with Northwood.
All right, Barons. So I've got the Barons this week, so
All right, Dole,
we'll
man.
see.
Dole's rolling the dice here.
Number 10, Los Alamitos versus number 9, Sacramento.
Thursday game at the Vet.
Identical records and ranked right next to each other, both 4-4, both 0-1 in league. So Los Al lost to Edison, San Clemente lost to Mission Viejo, which, by the way, there's no shame in either of those. It's the Alpha League. I got to go with Los Al. They're going to get it done. They're going to get their first ever Alpha League victory this week against San Clemente.
Teran?
Even though my good friend Troy Kopp is the offensive coordinator at San Clemente.
I'm texting Troy right
Yeah,
after
sorry,
this.
Troy. I got to go with Los Al.
Nah, San Clemente is going to win this one. They're much more physical than Los Alamitos, and they're also battle-tested. I was not impressed with how Los Alamitos they did all that they could against Julius Gillick, but they just had no answer for Aiden DiGiacomo.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, I don't care.
That's Mike Cobley texting me right now, Teran.
I don't care. San Clemente is going to get it done. Jaime Ortiz masterclass incoming. They will win in the trenches. They're just too big and physical for Los Alamitos. So give me the Tritons over this one.
Gentlemen, any thoughts?
I got San Clemente here. I mean, they won our 7-on when we hosted a couple years ago. And
Okay.
They're just on a different level, I feel like.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Los Al.
Los
Yeah,
Al.
I got some friends over there. I miss
Who you buddies with?
one of our good friends, Josiah Willis. He used to play Marina with us, and he's over at Los
Okay.
Al. I wish him the best. He was a good homie of mine.
All right.
So.
Boy, I don't know. I feel like Los Al's lost their mojo. You can't define it, but you know it when you see it. San Clemente, so again, we go back to that top 150. I think San Clemente and Mission Viejo of the public schools had the most on that list.
Yeah.
San Clemente has got 2 linebackers that are going D1. One guy's going to USC, the other guy's
Arizona
going to
State?
ASU.
Yeah.
And they're just struggling on offense. Los Al, if they can get their offense figured out, they're going to get the win. But until they show me something, I mean, I think San Clemente is the safe pick. Obviously, living in Los Al, being a Los Al guy, I want Los Al to win. And by the way, so I'm going to go San Clemente. I got to give a shout out to Emma. After the Edison game, we were driving her home. Her and her dad
Emma
and I
Burns.
are all friends. And she's bummed because, by the way, Emma Burns is still one of our sideline reporters. But they lost last week. The week before that was a bye.
Yeah.
The week before that, they're in San Diego. The week before that, they lost to Sarah. The week before that, they're in Fresno.
Right.
Like, she wants to interview you guys, but we don't really do interviews after losses, and we don't expect our people to travel to Fresno or San Diego. So if Los Al can beat San Clemente, Emma will be back doing a lot of interviews, but you got to take care of business. But I'm going to take San Clemente, and I know Colby's going to blast me, and I apologize. but show me something. Prove me wrong. I'll be more than happy to.
Yeah,
do that.
prove me wrong. But
gonna
I
be a
will
good
also
one.
just say, Jackson Ranger, who pretty much said that I was a hater. Well, I picked y'all, and what happened? What happened?
Force of freedom, baby.
Yeah, and
Teran
Jamiron
hates your freedoms.
Can I also just say, Jamiron Baker said there's too much to prepare for when playing Los Al. Well, I'm thinking Edison prepared well enough and then some. So,
Teran piling on.
God.
Let's move on before we
I
get
keep the
canceled.
receipts, so don't even
Wow.
don't trifle with me, boys.
Don't trifle.
Man,
You've been warned.
I am the
shot has
Don.
been fired against the
Dawn.
bow.
This guy's got jokes.
He doesn't mess around.
Number 11, Edison versus number 2, Mission Viejo. 6-2, 1-0.
All right, let's just
1-0.
hold on. Because Edison beat Los Al last week,
Right.
Dole
want me to double
made
down?
an offer. Well, hold on. That he would get a tattoo of an Edison lightning bolt.
Yes.
So let me just give Dole a couple shout outs real quick. You had the cacahuates to make an offer like that. So I got to give you a lot of credit. I never would have done that in a million years.
All right.
Number 2. That's a cool lightning bolt. If I was going to have
I'm
to get a
looking for it,
tattoo,
yeah,
I mean, a
dude.
lightning bolt, I mean, it could be worse.
I might
Like,
go with that. I mean, obviously, I'm going to get consulted by the Edison faithful because they're the
Well,
experts. But that looks cool. I
Just
like
imagine if you made that offer for Dana Hills. Do you know what their mascot is?
that. A dolphin.
Yeah, could you imagine a dolphin on your back shoulder or lower back? I mean, that raised some eyebrows.
No.
So that was a good team to pick.
Yeah.
And then, by the way, that Edison community is very tight knit. It's hard to get in that club. But with what you just did, you're a Charger for life.
And I
you don't
love
need
it.
to show your CIF pass. You just show that lightning bolt. You're going to get into any
I'll
Edison
do
game.
even one better, Edison. I went to Mission Viejo. My sister, who's visiting today, went to Mission Viejo. That being said, I'm picking Edison to win.
And if they win anything?
You are going to play Mission Viejo at the high school I went to, and I'm picking you, Edison. So let's go, Chargers. Let's get it done.
All right. Teran, you want to go on this one?
Let's be honest with ourselves. Mission Viejo is top 10 in the nation, not in California. Top 10 in the nation.
That's
They're
fine.
number 9.
Edison's still going to beat him.
Well, good luck. They had their moment in the spotlight when they beat Los Al, but they're playing a much different team in Mission Viejo. That team plays 10 steps ahead of you. Chad Johnson masterclass incoming. Mission Viejo is going to spin the block on the Chargers.
All right, guys.
All
What do
right.
we got?
Got to go Mission Viejo. I mean,
Yeah.
they're just nasty. They got their athletes. I mean, can't stop them.
Yeah, as much as I want Edison to do an upset, I think Mission Viejo is just on another level right now. It's their season the same way it's our season, and I hope they keep it going.
That's what I was about to say, Troy. Troy.
Yes.
I was about to.
Yeah, Troy.
I was about to say I would love to see Edison pull an upset, but Mission Viejo just checks all the boxes. They're undefeated. They've beaten really good teams like Santa Margarita. They beat Basha. They obviously beat San Clemente, who is kind of their house of horrors. So I don't really see an explanation on why I should give Edison a shot. I just think Mission Viejo is just too
Well,
good.
consider a couple things. Mission Viejo is the defending CIF and state champions. Mm-hmm. They returned the bulk of their team. Of all the public schools in the top 150, they had more teams on it. They're currently on a 16-game win streak, which is the longest streak for public schools. They're undefeated. They got dudes going everywhere. Now, Edison, we've talked about this before, we're 2 points away from being 8-0. You could still have an 8. You could have had an 8-0 versus 8-0. But, look, I'd love for Edison to prove me wrong, but until somebody beats Mission Viejo, I ain't picking against them.
I hope they're watching this and they get some motivation. But
Yeah, play this, Coach Grady.
Yeah.
I want every player
Yeah.
to say that all these Sunset League guys are picking against you.
You
Even
just
yeah,
stacked up Mission's resume, which is just setting them up for Edison to knock them off.
I hope they do. I'm picking Mission. I'm
Let's
cheering for
go,
Edison.
Chargers. Come on.
Chad Johnson masterclass incoming.
Man, I thought for sure you had a surprise for us. I'm a little disappointed, but
No, okay. We'll go
yes, go ahead.
another Edison tattoo if they beat Mission.
Wait, back up.
Yeah, I'll go another one.
If Edison, hit the slide, go back. If Edison beats Mission Viejo, say that again, just for it's on the record.
I'll go another tattoo. I can
Another lightning bolt?
I can go right arm, left arm. Yeah. There you go, Edison.
Go Edison.
There you go.
Man, by the time we're done with this whole show thing, you're going to be just a billboard for the Sunset.
what about the middle of your chest? There's a big
Oh.
lightning bolt. Right
Yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah. Like
He'll be static
Shazam.
shock.
Ooh.
Call
Yeah,
Kevin
see,
Dole
we're getting
static shock.
We're getting some good ideas here now. Yeah. Let's go, Edison.
Wow.
Number 29, Marina at Kennedy Lambda League game. I said in the Moe's highlight show, this is, in my opinion, a trap game for you guys because Kennedy's good. Do not overlook them, though. They're well coached. Dan Urbano's got a good thing going there. They're 5-3. They lost that heartbreaker last week. They could very easily be 3-0 and undefeated.
Have you guys watched film on Kennedy yet?
I mean, a little bit.
A little
Have you
bit.
seen that
Don't
last
overlook
touchdown
them.
that they got called back on? It was
No,
on the
I did not.
Oh, man,
No.
they got ripped.
Against
off.
Beckman?
Yeah.
Don't overlook
I heard it
them.
was overtime. Oh, we're not.
Yeah.
Like the 9-0 Beckman versus Marina thing, everybody in the county wants to see that, but you got to take care of business here first.
Yeah, it's
but
a-
the Vikings will. Vikings 28, Kennedy 17.
Do you guys talk about your record at all, or is that even like on your radar type thing? Does
I
coach
mean-
like try to keep you in check, or is that even like an issue?
He talks about how we have the opportunity to do something special, but we can't let anything get in the way of it and ruin it, like girls or homecoming or anything.
that would be
He's
the
like-
thing to do it.
He's
if,
like,
if you're gonna ruin it.
He's like,
right?
in 10 years, you're going to care about this a lot more than what you care about distractions. So just focus.
They
so.
can never take away these victories that you guys got. And you know what they can never take away from you, too, is a CIF championship ring.
Exactly.
So Kennedy had a really good running back, Ryder Street, and he got injured early in the year. I don't even know if he played a game.
Is he
but
still- is he still
He's
out?
out. He's
Oh,
out.
okay.
But they got two quarterbacks, Devin and Derek Almazan, I think is how you pronounce it. One of those guys lit me up in flag football.
Right.
But they're different quarterbacks with different skill sets, but they platoon them. They're well
Was that
coached.
Walker versus Lexington?
It was Walker versus Lexington. Man, Marina just, like I said, we chose the song Truckin' to start the show because they're just trucking along. If they
Methodical.
take care of business, they're going to win. I think it's going to be a tough competitive match. It's a Thursday game, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Right.
It's another Thursday? Ooh.
Yeah. What do you think about those Thursday games?
I mean, I feel like we just get one less day,
Stadium.
you know. But it's a grass field too that we're playing on.
It
so
is.
I mean,
Yeah.
Oh,
Western
boy.
is
Western,
been there
not the
many times.
nicest turf, but
Yeah, I heard they put like a beautiful turf field like right
the
next
practice
to their
field's nicer than
stadium.
the part. Yeah,
It's
right.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's
dude,
nice.
what? Why couldn't you
You're
just
going to
put
drive
it
right past it when you pull into the stadium.
Are they ever going to switch the grass? Have they talked about that?
Yeah, there's some talk
Chatter?
of that. Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway.
I don't know exactly what's going on.
Give me Marina.
Yeah, Marina wins.
Who do you guys got in this one?
Good question.
Be honest.
I mean, I know we're gonna come out hard. We're not gonna treat it like
Don't give them locker room
yeah.
material.
not at all.
Okay.
Taryn,
We're
I
good.
dare you to pick Kennedy.
No.
Okay, good.
All right. Terrence got.
I'm picking Marina.
Good.
I'm not going to pick against them. Got to go with the hot hand. I promise you this should be a barn burner. And what I will say about Marina is they got to actually play good, clean, solid football. No turnovers, no fancy schmancy stuff. Just good, clean, solid football for all 4 quarters. And make sure you go for the throw when you get the chance.
Los Al and Marina playing the same night, so Dolan and I are going to have to split. We don't know who's going to which game yet. Do you want to go to one of those games?
Perhaps.
All right. Well, figure it out, and we'd like to get some representation.
I mean, I might go to Long Beach State for one of their women's volleyball matches.
Forget that.
All
Football's
right,
better.
fine. You know
High school
what?
football. What's more important?
You know what?
Yeah.
You're on. If you all really want me there,
Of course
then
we
so
do.
be it.
You're my son. All right. Who do you got?
Even though I own you in the standings.
You do own Daddy. Go ahead.
I got 21-0. I don't think they're going to throw up any points. I mean,
Oh,
That
there's
Marina
the locker
defense is
material. I
good,
said
man.
not the. All right. Well,
You
best of
shouldn't
luck.
have given a final score.
That's all right. He might be right.
Number 18, Corona Del Mar. Number 22, Tesoro. A must.
It's actually at Davidson
You
Field.
gotta stand on it.
David. That's a must-win game for both teams if they want to get into the playoffs. So look at that, identical records. Boy,
And they're both on 3-game losing streaks.
yeah, gosh.
CDM finds a way. Give me the Sea Kings.
Yeah, Heddig and the Sea Kings just get it done. Give me the Sea Kings.
Stroll's got that quarterback, darn it. But
Yeah, he's
anyway,
good.
Go ahead, Taryn.
I'm not sure. Keddick did ask me about it, but I'm sure Cashoburn's going to play. Look,
But his backup's just as good, Steiner.
yeah, Von Steiner is a stud. So.
I know his dad, by the way.
Corona Del Mar's going to win this one, no doubt about it. They're going to get Zach Giuliano back, Dorset Stecker back, most likely.
Do we know that, or are you just assuming?
Most likely, they said they're hopeful they can come back, but it's most likely. Amori Davis is most likely going to be back. So give me Corona Del Mar beating Tesoro easy.
All right, gentlemen.
Playoffs are starting now, CDM.
got to go with the local CDM.
Nice.
Attaboy.
I like Tesoro's logo, so I'm gonna go Tesoro.
Dang,
Whatever your
son.
reasoning. That's all right. He might get it. All right.
Number 17, Newport Harbor. At number 8, Yorba Linda.
Oh, yeah.
So this is going to be a tough one for the Sailors. They win this, so they're basically in the playoffs. I mean, they've put themselves in a good position to where, as you and I were talking earlier, they control their own destiny, which is a good thing this late in the season. But like Taryn was saying, this is essentially a playoff game too. I mean, we're more or less in the playoff season now. But Yorba Linda is going to be tough. But I'm going to have faith in the Sailor Nation. I'm going to say they pull the upset here. Newport
Taryn?
Harbor.
You already know my pick. Mo, you pick.
Taryn? You go? Okay. Love Harbor. Cheering for Harbor. Desperately want Harbor. But Yorba Linda lost one game to San Juan Hills. I saw them in person beat Edison. They're physical. They're good. They got a lot of dudes. I'm going to go with Yorba Linda. Go ahead, Taryn.
All right. This one is a no.
Taryn.
Okay, Sleepy Mo. This one is a no doubt pick. I'm picking Yorba Linda.
Wow.
Oh.
Taryn.
Your alma mater.
I don't care.
Tommy Tar, will you please blast him in the comments?
Look, I picked Newport Harbor last week, and it might have been the most regrettable decision ever, just because.
Was that traumatic for you?
Yes. Cole, I don't know what you're playing,
nice
but
music.
None of us do. What was that?
Yeah, well, that was so random. Just
great job,
Sound
Cole.
like the Kill Bill song.
got some tunes going.
Anyway, last at the party, the after party of the Battle of the Bay game, I told you two, as well as Kevin Emerson, that San Juan Hills is big and physical. And Mo, you said, and I quote, "Well, so what? CDM it was big and physical, and they handled them too."
They
So
almost won that game. I wasn't that far off. Right?
yeah, but
Yeah.
still,
close.
Picking is not an exact science. You go with your gut. That's fine. Take Yorba Linda.
I'm taking Yorba Linda, no doubt about it. Yorba Linda is just too big and physical for Newport Harbor. And again, they're not at home. They're playing at Yorba Linda. If it were at Newport Harbor, I'd maybe give Newport Harbor a chance, but I think Yorba Linda is going to spin the block on the Sailors.
Especially with that guy who runs the clock over there, so they definitely have a home field advantage.
Dang, Mo. You really went there.
I went there. I'm still bitter about that. I'll
But
tell
yeah,
you guys off air with
Yeah, what
that.
happened?
Yeah.
You gotta
So are the
give
Edison
some
people.
context.
Man, Edison, we'll talk off air.
Yeah, I'm taking Yorba Linda easy money.
All right.
All right, guys, what do you got?
Gotta go Newport Harbor. I mean,
Nice.
All right.
All right. Sailor, Tommy Tar will appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, I see Yorba Linda winning this, but I'll go Newport Harbor just because,
All
locals.
right. Nice. Like the
Look
support.
at man,
All
Marina
right,
showing some
all
love
right.
for the other Sailor school.
Hey, look at this.
Hey, good job.
Thank you. Newport Harbor Sailors football broadcasting home games for the fans.
Do you
With
guys have any more
Teran
home
Rodriguez.
team games this year?
No, until playoffs happen.
That's why I
most
put it up
likely.
here. That's
Well-
I'm previewing, Teran.
Will CIF let you guys do a home game?
For like $750, and one of the
And it can't be an NFHS game, right? Is that?
I'm not. I don't know.
So that's why I put
honestly.
this up there because
But,
I'm
We'll
telling
promote
you, you will still have the opportunity to hear Teran this year.
And I'll probably
broadcast
do
a game,
other
'cause
games.
Newport Harbor's going to make the playoffs. That's what I'm saying.
I'll probably do other sports most likely, but
Okay.
yeah, a Tar TV student told me, "Hey, if we get a home playoff game, would you be down to do that?" And I basically said without hesitation, yes.
Of course.
All right.
Hey, JP West Media. Photography needs. He's the guy sending us a lot of this content.
Cole, do you have any idea who that picture is? And where he plays now?
Well, I do.
Who is that?
Yeah.
I don't know his name, but doesn't he play Stanford? No, is that not?
He was
is that
going to
a lineman?
Stanford originally. Justin
Oh,
Town
okay.
knew who. And
Oh,
then he-
okay.
Cole, you don't
thought
know
he was
who
a
that
Stanford.
person is? You're such a casual. It's Justin Tawanu'u.
He looks like he's got a good tattoo guy.
Yeah,
Well, maybe
he does. He
we
does.
got some good recommendations.
So
That's pretty
JP
sick.
West Media, we wanted to shout them out because they give us a lot of pictures,
Content, pictures,
content. They
interviews.
do a great job reporting, and they're a lot of the games taking pictures. So if you have any photography needs, best sports photographer around as far as I'm concerned, JP West Media.
All right.
And then, hey, if you like Huntington Beach football games, tune in and listen live to Dominic Lorenz bringing you all the Oiler action for football games. So you can listen to Huntington Beach football there. And then finally, Mo was alluding to this earlier, save the date. February 22nd, 2025 at the Great Park in Irvine is the California Showcase. All the information you need there can be found at that website.
Guys, hit pause and look it up. I promise you, you won't regret it. If you want to play football the next level, this is the best opportunity. Go ahead.
So that's about it for this week. Anything we want to ask the Marina guys before we wrap it up? I got a question for you guys. Best restaurant in Huntington Beach for both of you?
If Uncle Jesse came in from out of town, where are you sending him?
Matsu on a.
I was just thinking
beach.
that.
Matsu.
Matsu's
Matsu?
pretty good.
What's Matsu?
It's like a sushi place.
Okay,
That's
sushi
what I
guys?
always
What's
celebrate.
Teppin.
Teflon.
Teflon.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's been a rough week, long year.
All right.
We're just gonna cut that part out.
Yeah,
right?
We're sorry for the long video as is.
Jesus.
So
We
please
probably
like-
lost most of our viewers at this point anyway. It's been so long.
Please like and follow us on social media platforms, X and Instagram at sunset_rewind, and check out our website, sunsetrewind.com. Please remember to subscribe to our channel on YouTube. We're trying to get as many subscribers as possible. If you got any comments, you can go ahead and leave them on the YouTube channel as well. Thank you to JP West Media for the contributions and to Teran Rodriguez, Emma Verns, and McKenna Malou for their
If we get 2,000
amazing
subs
sideline
by
report.
the time the end of the season comes around, Mo will get a mohawk.
100%.
I'd love to
And I'm
see
a
that.
teature. I can't be shown up to work with a goofy mohawk, but if we get to 2,000 subs, the mohawk will be a reality.
Can't spell mohawk without Mo.
Turn that off, Cole.
Hey, thanks to Nick Burns, too, for all his support.
I'd love to see that. Nice fat
Oh, the
mohawk.
mohawk. No. You guys can help me
You
design
too.
it.
I think you can pull off a mohawk.
Cole.
All right.
Great job directing and producing. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Murphy. Special thanks to our guests in the studio today, Mr. Atkins, my sister
Guys
Karen.
crushed it. Good job,
Thanks for
man.
being here.
Thanks for having us.
especially
Thanks for
to
coming in.
Shayden and Troy for being here. Good to have you guys. Hope you keep the good vibes going at Marina that you have. We're big fans of your program. It's always fun to go to your games and just keep winning. Bring home that League championship and then that CIF championship, gentlemen.
Appreciate
Yeah, thank you. We're blessed to have you guys a part of it. It's awesome.
Thanks for
Good
bringing
guys.
us along on the ride. So that's another week in the books. Fan Zone episode 10. We'll be back next week. Go Sunset League.
Go Sunset League, go.
Let's get 7 victories this week. All right.
All right.
Thanks for
good
joining
job.
us. Take care and God bless.
Shout out Nick Racklin, athletic director at Marina, who's also the boys basketball coach. He's a CIF champion.